Chosen one, this is the end of the borrowing season in your life. The page has turned. The chapter of lack, scraping by and stretching the little you had, has officially closed. God has decided something about you, and when God decides, it is final. This time, it's not about a delay. It's not about waiting until next year. It's not even about you figuring things out. This is a divine declaration, a holy verdict, one that shatters the walls of debt, breaks the chains of scarcity, and calls forth provision from places you never knew existed. God is not just watching anymore. He is moving. The atmosphere is shifting for you, chosen one. The ground beneath your feet is preparing to overflow with blessings. The wind that once pushed against you is now at your back. And before we go any further, I want you to do something powerful. Watch this video till the very end and type your warmest wish in the comments and include the number 99. Let this be your personal signal to the universe, a sign that your wish is already in motion, because wishes do come true when the universe is energized by bold belief and sacred intention. And right here, right now, yours is gaining momentum. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. You are not going to borrow again, not because you're becoming stingy or frugal, but because you won't need to. Your days of lack are over. God is establishing something permanent in your life, a foundation of abundance, of surplus, of overflow, a system of divine supply that cannot be interrupted by worldly economy, job markets, or unexpected emergencies. You are being repositioned into a place of complete financial transformation. The kind of transformation where you are the lender, not the borrower. The one who gives, not the one who begs. The one who says, "Don't worry, I've got you," because your cup isn't just full, it's spilling over, and you didn't come here by accident. This message found you because it's your season. Because even when you felt forgotten, you were marked for increase. You were destined for overflow. This is your divine reversal. The moments of barely making it are being exchanged for more than enough. That empty account that used to keep you awake at night, God has decided it won't ever have control over you again. There is a new agreement over your life, a supernatural contract sealed in the unseen realms. You will never borrow again. There are things happening behind the scenes in your favor right now, things that would blow your mind if you saw them all at once. Connections are aligning. People are being instructed to bless you. Doors are being commanded to open at the sound of your name. Opportunities are being released that will fund not only your needs but your vision, not only your bills but your dreams. Because this is bigger than getting by. This is about elevation, divine restoration, reclamation of every resource the enemy tried to keep from you. And let's be clear, this isn't luck. This isn't maybe. This isn't wishful thinking. This is divine instruction being carried out by heaven's forces. It's a decision, God's decision. And his decision overrides the lies you were told, the debt you inherited, the disadvantages you were born into. What was once your weakness will become your testimony. What once brought you shame will become the very proof of how powerfully God stepped in. You've borrowed before, not because you lacked value, but because the world didn't see your worth clearly. That changes now. The light is hitting you differently. The anointing on your life is attracting solutions, not problems. You are being escorted into rooms where your presence is the answer, not the question. You're stepping into a new identity, one of self-sustenance, divine confidence, and radiant power. And the truth is, God isn't just making sure you have enough. He's setting you up for more than you've ever imagined. You may not see it with your physical eyes yet, but trust this. Something has already shifted in the spirit. You're walking into rooms spiritually wealthy, even if your pockets haven't caught up yet. You're speaking with the authority of someone who owns assets, commands wealth, and moves mountains. The shift doesn't start in your account. It starts in your mind. And you're already thinking differently. You're already feeling that stirring, that knowing, that sense that something massive is on its way. Borrowing came from a time when you were surviving. But you are no longer a survivor. You are a thriver, a chosen one marked for divine increase. You're not just being paid, you are being positioned. You're not just getting a check, you are becoming a source. God is placing ideas, strategies, and resources in your path that will not just get you out of debt, but will secure generational wealth. Wealth that can't be shaken. Abundance that cannot be stolen. Prosperity that cannot be undone. Think about this. The very thing you used to worry about the most, money, will soon be the thing you think about the least. Because you'll have it in abundance. Because it will chase you down instead of you chasing it. Because you're stepping into favor so strong it magnetizes provision. You won't just have enough to cover the basics. You'll have enough to build, to bless, to enjoy. And you won't need to borrow. Not now, not ever again. What's coming is so significant that your past struggles will look like a distant memory. You won't even be able to relate to the anxiety you once had. Because peace is replacing panic. Because faith is replacing fear. Because favor is replacing frustration. You are entering a realm where every need is met before you even ask. Where divine supply is always ahead of demand. Where miracles are not rare, but regular. It's not about being greedy. It's not about wanting to be rich for the sake of showing off. It's about stability. It's about finally being free. Free to choose. Free to give. Free to live. And God is ensuring that this freedom becomes your permanent reality. The years the enemy stole are being restored with interest. The holes in your pockets are being sealed. The leaks in your finances are being repaired by divine hands. From this moment on, you walk with confidence knowing that you are covered. Every need you have is already accounted for. Every bill already paid. Every dream already funded. People who once pitied you will soon admire you. Not because you flaunted anything, but because they'll see the glow of divine provision on your life. They'll see the shift in your walk, the peace in your tone, the glow in your spirit. Because when you no longer have to borrow, everything about you changes. The way you move, the way you speak, the way you expect miracles instead of fearing the worst. That's where you're heading. There's no more begging, no more lack, no more calculating in fear. You're about to calculate in abundance, plan in peace, live in overflow. This is the promise. This is the prophecy. This is the fulfillment. You will never borrow again, because God has decided you don't need to. He's made a way. He's opened the floodgates. He's approved the release. He's sent the blessing. Now it's your time to receive. Keep going, chosen one. Keep walking with faith. Keep speaking life over your situation. Everything is working together for your favor. You are being elevated by invisible hands. You are being lifted by divine intention. And every step you take from here on is covered, funded, and supported by heaven's resources. You'll never borrow again in your life, not because of your efforts alone, but because God decided it was time. Chosen one, hear this loud and clear. When God decides something about your life, no force in existence can overturn it. It doesn't matter who doubts it. It doesn't matter how it looks right now. It doesn't even matter what you've been through in the past. When God declares the end of borrowing in your life, that declaration carries the weight of heaven. It carries the full backing of divine power. This isn't just about money. It's about dignity. It's about peace. It's about living without fear of what's due tomorrow. It's about no longer being at the mercy of systems that never had your best interests at heart. You are no longer bound to the struggle. You are no longer living paycheck to paycheck. You are no longer living in survival mode. Something is unfolding around you that you can't yet explain. Something is building behind the scenes. Something so mighty, so life-altering, that your past will not even be able to hold a candle to your future. Where once you had to depend on others just to get by, soon they'll be asking how you did it. You'll be able to tell them this one truth: God decided. You're not walking into temporary provision. You're not experiencing a short-term miracle. You are stepping into a season where wealth flows toward you with consistency. You are stepping into an energy where divine provision is the norm, not the exception. You're entering a lifestyle that no longer includes debt, stress, or begging for extensions. You're being ushered into the realm of divine surplus, where your peace is protected and your resources are always enough. You may not have realized it yet, but you have been in training. Every moment you felt the sting of lack was preparing you for the strength of overflow. Every time you had to borrow, it was adding pressure to the anointing that is now ready to be released. That pressure did not break you. It built you. That pain did not destroy you. It prepared you. And now you are stepping forward not just with money coming in, but with wisdom, with power, and with a mindset that no longer accepts limitation. There is no limit to what is possible for you now. Not because you're lucky, but because you're chosen. And the chosen don't beg. They command. They align. They attract. They walk in quiet confidence, knowing that what's theirs is already on the way. The chosen don't panic. They prepare. They don't borrow. They bless. And that's where you are now. You're moving into the mindset of one who is no longer beneath, but above. No longer behind, but ahead. No longer seeking permission, but walking with power. Let that sink in. What used to be your greatest financial challenge is now becoming your testimony of triumph. What used to cause you anxiety at night will now become the source of your deepest gratitude. Because when God decided you would never borrow again, He didn't just make a statement. He put a plan in motion. He dispatched angels, aligned favor, and activated opportunities. The blessing that's on its way to you is not random. It's not delayed. It's divine. And it's right on time. You are not entering this new season empty-handed. You're entering with keys. Keys to doors that were once locked. Keys to realms of success that were once closed off to you. Keys to ideas that will not only create income, but increase influence. This is about becoming the vessel that heaven uses to bring wealth into the world, not just for your benefit, but to lift others, to build dreams, to create legacies. No more loans, no more begging, no more wondering how to make ends meet. From now on, your ends won't just meet, they'll multiply. The income streams being released into your life will feel like pure grace. Clients will come out of nowhere. Business ideas will flourish. Promotions will find you. Unexpected favor will surround you like a force field. You won't even need to hustle in the old way anymore, because divine flow will take the place of forced effort. You're moving from toil to ease, from debt to destiny. You were never meant to live in fear of running out. You were created to live in the confidence of divine supply. And now the time has come for you to receive what was always yours. You won't need to borrow, because you'll already have. Your hands will be so full, you'll start looking for ways to give. That's how much abundance is on its way to you. That's how permanent this shift is. Everything is aligning for your good. Even the delays were part of the plan. Even the times you thought you were forgotten were moments of divine setup. You were never abandoned. You were being positioned. God needed to get everything in perfect place so that when this blessing hits, it's unshakable. So that when this breakthrough arrives, it doesn't disappear. It stays. You're not stepping into a short-term win. You're walking into a new identity, a new standard, a new flow. You are no longer that person who worries about how to pay for things. You are the person who chooses how to bless others. You are no longer the person who hides your struggle. You are the one who walks in victory, peace, and overflow. And this victory will be visible. It will be undeniable. Even those who doubted you, even those who looked down on you during your season of borrowing, they'll have no choice but to see the glory of this transformation. You're not who you were. You've changed. You've grown. You've survived things others would have crumbled under. And now you're rising, not just in spirit, but in finances, in favor, in freedom. The doors that once seemed locked shut are swinging open without resistance. The rooms that once excluded you are now preparing seats for you at the head of the table. And here's the beautiful truth. You didn't need to manipulate, beg, or chase anything to get here. All you had to do was endure. All you had to do was stay faithful. All you had to do was keep believing when nothing made sense. And now, the reward for your patience is about to flood your life. Your name is being whispered in places of power. Your work is being recognized in places you haven't even stepped into yet. You're not chasing the money. Money is chasing you. Your life is about to look radically different. Not because you changed something overnight, but because you aligned with a divine decision. You synchronized with heaven's timing. You stopped thinking like a borrower and started living like a vessel of abundance. And that decision, your decision to believe, has released a chain reaction of supernatural supply. What used to take you months to manifest will now take days. What once felt impossible will now feel natural, normal, expected. So breathe deeper, stand taller, smile wider. The storm has passed. The sun is rising on your life. You are entering a calm, a peace, a provision that surpasses understanding. And it's not temporary. It's not a short break before another storm. This is your new way of life. You will never borrow again, because everything you need is already flowing toward you. And every desire in your heart is already on God's calendar. Let the world watch. Let the skeptics whisper. Let them wonder how you did it. You'll know deep in your soul that this wasn't you alone. This was destiny. This was divine. This was decided. And the next time someone asks how you broke free from borrowing, from financial anxiety, from constant stress, you'll smile and say, God decided it was over. Chosen one, you are now standing in the middle of the shift you've been praying for. It may have started subtly. Maybe it came as a sense of calm in a situation where you used to feel panic. Maybe it showed up as a no that felt disappointing at first, only to realize later that it was a setup for something far greater. Maybe it arrived in silence, in stillness, when everything around you was falling apart. But your spirit stayed rooted. You knew deep down, even when the world was screaming chaos, that God had made a decision about you. And now it's happening. Slowly, surely, like the sun rising. Your season of borrowing is dissolving into a season of divine provision. The chains of dependency are breaking. The fear of insufficiency is dissolving. That tight feeling in your chest when the bills arrived is being replaced by a calm confidence. Not because the bills disappeared, but because you now carry the authority to meet them without flinching. What used to cause anxiety now reminds you of your progress. Because you're watching, in real time, how God is fulfilling the word He spoke over you. You will never borrow again. And this is not a mindset shift alone. It's a material, tangible shift in your reality. Finances are improving. Debts are being canceled. A divine acceleration has been released over everything connected to your name. This is spiritual wealth manifesting in physical form. This is the invisible becoming visible. This is heaven's economy overtaking earthly limitations. And you, chosen one, are the vessel carrying it forward. Look at how far you've come. There were days when you didn't know how you'd make it to the next. Nights when you felt like giving up. Moments where your bank account mocked your dreams. But you didn't stop. You didn't crumble. You didn't settle. And because of that unwavering spirit, God has declared a new thing over your life. No more loans. No more delays. No more needing permission to live in abundance. You're free. Free from the system that tried to keep you small. Free from the weight of owing others. Free from the feeling that you're always catching up. That season is over. Done. Buried. You are not the borrower anymore. You are not in the back. You are not beneath. You are not small. You are not unseen. You are not struggling anymore. You are being placed on solid ground. This is your financial resurrection. The version of you that was exhausted, that was stressed, that was carrying silent panic around money. God has released that version. It served its purpose. It taught you strength. It taught you empathy. But now you walk in overflow. And overflow is your new normal. You'll no longer look at price tags with hesitation. You'll no longer ask yourself, can I afford this? You'll ask instead, is this aligned with my purpose? That's how deeply this blessing is changing you. It's not just about having money. It's about being transformed by abundance. When you were borrowing, you had to ask for permission to access what you needed. Now, you command it into existence with your faith, your decisions, your alignment. You're no longer waiting for rescue. You are walking in restoration. You are becoming the person people go to for answers, not the one who always needs help. You are becoming the source, not the seeker. Not because you suddenly learned all the secrets of the world, but because the heavens poured their favor upon you. The shift didn't come from outside. It started within you. And now that it's overflowing, there's no going back. You couldn't shrink back into struggle even if you tried. That door is closed. That version of you no longer exists. You've entered a season of divine independence. Not the kind that isolates, but the kind that empowers. The kind that makes you self-sustained by supernatural systems. You don't need to impress anyone. You don't need to prove anything. You don't even need validation. The proof is in your peace. The evidence is in your ease. The miracle is in how you breathe now, without panic, without worry, without rehearsing worst-case scenarios in your mind. The shift is real. Chosen one, you have always been powerful, but now that power is fully activated. Not just emotionally, not just spiritually, but financially. And with this financial freedom comes a responsibility to live boldly, to live generously, to dream audaciously, to never again let fear lead your decisions. You now make moves from power, not panic, from wisdom, not worry, from peace, not pressure. You've arrived at the place where borrowing no longer fits you. It doesn't match your frequency. It doesn't resonate with who you've become. Your soul has outgrown it. Your spirit has transcended it. And now your life must align. From this moment on, every corner of your reality is catching up to what heaven already sees. A chosen one who lacks nothing. Let the world say what it will. Let the skeptics roll their eyes. Let the ones who only knew the struggling version of you fall silent in confusion. You owe them no explanations. You owe them nothing. You've paid your dues in silence, in tears, in hard lessons. Now you owe only gratitude to the source who lifted you. And the best way to show that gratitude is to thrive, to live fully, to say yes to the abundance that has finally found you. There's no more guilt about receiving, no more shame attached to success, no more hiding how far you've come. You've walked through fire to get here. Let your glow shine. Let your freedom radiate. Let your peace be seen. This is your time to stand tall. This is your time to walk without fear. This is your time to bless others without calculating what you'll lose, because you know, deep in your spirit, that your source is endless. Your name is being written on the scrolls of prosperity, not as a borrower, but as a benefactor. Not as one who takes, but one who gives freely. Because when God removes the burden of borrowing from your life, He replaces it with a double portion of wisdom and wealth. He fills your cup so fully, it spills into the lives of others. That's what's happening to you now. And you don't need to force it. You don't need to chase it. You just need to flow with it. Money will not be your master. It will be your servant. It will obey your instructions. It will move according to your alignment. It will respond to your energy. And because your energy is rising, so is everything connected to you. Everything that once dragged you down is falling off. Everything that once blocked your blessings is being removed. Every system that tried to limit you is losing its grip. Your freedom has been authorized. Your overflow has been confirmed. The season of not enough is closing for good. The time of always needing a handout is behind you. The cycle of living under financial pressure has been broken. This isn't a temporary relief. This is the permanent rewiring of your reality. You are no longer the one knocking, hoping for someone to open the door. You are the one building doors for others. You are the one who opens the vault with ease. You are the one who gets to say, I don't borrow, I create. And from here on, the blessings won't just come to you, they'll come through you. You'll live in such a way that others are inspired to believe again, to hope again, to break their own cycles of lack and limitation. Your life will be proof that when God decides, no system can say otherwise. Your existence will be the answer to someone else's silent prayer. So lift your head, straighten your spine, walk like the royalty you are. You've been chosen not just to be free, but to be a force, to be a financial light in a world full of darkness, to show what divine alignment looks like in motion. You'll never borrow again in your life, not because of chance, not because of hustle, but because God decided. And when God decides, it is done. Chosen one, the days when you needed to shrink yourself just to survive are long gone. You don't need to downplay your needs anymore. You don't need to dim your light to keep others comfortable. You don't need to explain or justify why abundance belongs to you. You've crossed into a new realm, a divine dimension where lack no longer lingers and scarcity no longer stalks you. The echo of "I don't have enough" has been silenced. In its place, there is a steady, unshakable truth that rings out from the heavens and settles over your life like a cloak. You will never borrow again. This shift is more than circumstantial. It's spiritual. It's in your DNA now. You're not just receiving abundance, you're embodying it. You walk differently. You move like someone who knows the vault has been unlocked. You think differently. Your decisions no longer come from fear or desperation, but from strategy, from power, from alignment with divine wisdom. You've become someone who doesn't wonder if things will work out. You know they already are. You no longer live waiting for the next miracle. You live as one. Borrowing is a mindset, and that mindset has been uprooted. It no longer has any home in you. You don't think like someone who needs help to survive. You don't view challenges as threats. You see them as invitations to rise higher. Even if a temporary situation presents itself, you won't flinch. You won't spiral. You won't panic. Because your foundation is not built on circumstance, but on certainty. God decided, and so it is. You are being positioned now as someone others will come to, not out of pity, but for wisdom. They will want to know what happened, how you shifted so completely, how you walked away from the cycle of survival and into the current of unstoppable overflow. And you will tell them the truth. They'll see it wasn't luck. It wasn't a coincidence. It wasn't a secret hustle you kept hidden. It was obedience. It was belief. It was alignment. It was God. This version of you does not fear the future. You're not anxiously hoping things don't fall apart. You're standing in full trust that things are falling together. Everything you've prayed for, worked for, cried for, it's all aligning in ways far beyond your understanding. And even when you don't see it clearly, even when things appear quiet, you know, God doesn't lie. God doesn't tease. When he says you will never borrow again, it's not metaphor. It's manifestation. You are not walking toward abundance. It's already walking with you. It's already inside of you. Opportunities, money, resources, favor, they're not distant dreams anymore. They are now extensions of your energy, pulled in by your frequency, your obedience, your alignment. You're not here to hope for small breakthroughs. You're here to host overflow, to manage it, to expand it, to multiply what flows through you. Let the old systems fall. Let the fear-based models collapse. You are no longer a part of that structure. You've exited the realm where struggle was glorified. You've exited the mindset that made you feel guilty for wanting more. You've exited the belief that borrowing was the only way to stay afloat. That belief is dead. It has no power over you now. It cannot breathe in this new atmosphere you live in, an atmosphere of divine supply. And what's even more powerful, you're not just stepping into abundance alone. You're going to overflow in ways that shift others around you. Your financial freedom is going to inspire others to believe again. Not because of what you say, but because of how you live. Because of the peace on your face. Because of the glow in your aura. Because of the calm confidence you carry, knowing that you don't borrow anymore. You don't chase. You don't compromise. You receive. You magnetize. You multiply. Remember this. You're not just building for you. You're building for the generations that will come after you. You're planting trees of wealth and wisdom that will bear fruit long after you're gone. This is about legacy. This is about changing the bloodline. This is about being the first in your family to truly break the curse of not enough. You are the one, the chosen one, the one heaven trusted with this shift. And you are doing it. Not someday, right now. You are becoming immune to lack, not arrogant, not careless, just divinely aligned. You're not reckless with money. You're responsible, wise, and empowered. But the anxiety is gone. The guilt is gone. The fear is gone. You're no longer haunted by what might go wrong. You're focused finally on what's going right. And everything is going right. Even the delays have worked in your favor. Even the detours brought you here. You'll start to notice how the things you used to worry about no longer even cross your mind. That's when you'll know the shift is real. That's when you'll understand how deeply God has rearranged the structure of your life. Bills will still come, but you'll meet them with confidence. Needs will still arise, but provision will always precede them. You won't be waiting for a miracle. You'll be living in one. You'll get to the point where giving becomes second nature. You'll start funding dreams you once thought were impossible. You'll support others not because you feel obligated, but because you're overflowing with options. You'll create systems, build platforms, open doors for others. You'll become the lender, not to keep others under your control, but to free them the way you've been freed. Because that's what divine wealth does. It liberates, it lifts, it multiplies impact. Chosen one, a divine shift has been activated in your life. What you are about to walk into is not just a breakthrough, it's a financial tsunami, one so powerful and supernatural that it will wash away every trace of lack, every residue of debt, every whisper of doubt, and flood your life with more abundance than you've ever imagined. You are standing at the edge of a massive, unstoppable wave of wealth that is already moving in your direction. And no one can stop it. Why? Because this time, it's not based on man's systems. It's not limited by your job, your education, or your background. This is God decided. Heaven has already stamped the order, and the universe has been commanded to deliver. Your name is on the blessing, and the delivery is in transit. There's nothing ordinary about what's coming. This is divine intervention. This is spiritual authority bringing forth physical manifestation. And you, chosen one, are the vessel of it. This video is not just information, it is transformation. It is frequency. It is alignment. Watch it until the end. Let every word pour over your spirit and activate the code within you. And as you listen, take a moment to connect with the flow of this divine promise. Drop your warmest wishes in the comments below and write 99. This simple act isn't random. It's an energetic anchor, a sacred intention, and it sends a ripple into the universe. Wishes are energy. Words are power. And when you combine intention with divine alignment, miracles become inevitable. Let your words today be a seed for the overflow that is rushing toward you. Let your desires be clear. Let the universe feel your fire. You are not here by accident. You're here because your wish is already in motion, your blessing is already approved, and your name is already being whispered in rooms you've never entered. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. What's coming isn't trickling, it's not slow, it's not based on effort alone. It's sudden, it's massive, it's tidal. You've been preparing in silence, enduring seasons of drought, holding on to faith when everything around you looked like failure. But the wait was not in vain. The struggle was not wasted. Every hardship became a brick in the foundation of this moment. You see, financial tsunamis don't form overnight. They gather, quietly, invisibly. They rise below the surface until they are unstoppable. And that's exactly what your blessing has been doing. Building pressure, building force, building volume. It's been gathering strength behind the curtain of your everyday life. And now it is time for the eruption. You may not see it with your eyes yet, but feel it in your spirit. Something is shifting. There's a release coming. Your energy is elevating. Your frequency is matching your future. And when that alignment hits, it doesn't knock politely. It crashes in with power. It sweeps away resistance. It overturns limitation. This is the moment where everything begins to turn. God has chosen you to become a beacon of abundance, not just for you, but for generations. And that's why the wave coming your way isn't just a financial bump. It's a legacy reset. It's a generational turnaround. It's a divine wealth transfer that rewrites your story forever. You weren't created to scrape by. You weren't born to live in fear, lack, or limitation. You were built for overflow. You were destined for prosperity. And that destiny is colliding with this exact moment. There is nothing the enemy can do to stop it. There is no force stronger than divine decision. And the decision has been made. You win. Not small, not barely, but wildly, extravagantly, unbelievably. That's why your life has felt like pressure lately. Because pressure always comes before release. The bigger the breakthrough, the greater the resistance right before it. But the resistance isn't a sign of denial. It's a sign that the blessing is pressing through the veil. And this blessing doesn't come in drops. It comes in waves. Chosen one, the financial tsunami coming your way is not just about money. It's about the life that money unlocks. It's about the freedom to breathe, to build, to bless others without restriction. It's about the vision you've held in your heart, but haven't had the resources to bring to life. It's about the dreams that have sat on the shelf, waiting for the means to be activated. It's about the people who've looked at you and said, "It's impossible," and the universe responding with, "Watch what I do through them." You are about to become living proof that divine wealth is real, and that when heaven decides, earth must obey. And it won't come through just one stream. That's the beauty of a tsunami. It's not one source. It's a convergence. Expect doors to open in places you didn't knock. Expect offers you didn't apply for. Expect resources from people you've never met. Expect divine surprises, unexpected deposits, random acts of favor. This is the season where your income becomes unexplainable, where your success becomes supernatural, where the only response people have is, "How?" And your answer will simply be, "God decided." You've spent enough time on the sidelines watching others rise, enough time questioning your worth, enough time waiting for approval. Now it's your time. And this isn't a test run. This is the real thing. This is your overflow. This is the moment that shifts everything. Not in 10 years, not in 5, but now. The wave is already moving toward you. The current has already shifted in your favor. And all you have to do is stay in position, stay in faith, stay in expectancy. You don't need to chase the blessing. It's chasing you. You don't need to figure out every step. Divine order is already mapping your path. The preparation season is over. You've learned the lessons. You've carried the weight. You've cried in silence. You've shown up when you felt like giving up. You've trusted even when you couldn't see. And all of that was currency, spiritual currency, energy invested. And now, the return is here. A return pressed down, shaken together, and running over. This isn't the result of luck, it's the result of alignment. When your spirit aligns with divine timing, everything changes. What was blocked becomes unlocked. What was hidden becomes revealed. What was delayed becomes delivered. Chosen one, you're stepping into the chapter where financial miracles become your new normal. Not occasional, but consistent. Not barely enough, but more than enough. This is the flow that keeps on flowing. This is the abundance that spills into every area of your life. And it's not just about the material. It's about peace of mind. It's about freedom. It's about security. It's about knowing you're covered. Always. That's the kind of tsunami that's coming. One that touches your bank account, yes, but also your heart, your home, your future. You're not just being blessed. You're being rebuilt, repositioned, redeemed. You're going to look back at this moment and realize it was the turning point. The second everything changed. The day heaven said, now, and earth responded. Don't be surprised when the opportunities start showing up faster than you can say yes. Don't be shocked when people start offering you things you once begged for. Don't question it. Don't overthink it. Just receive, boldly, unapologetically. You've waited long enough. You've paid the price. And now it's time for the payoff. The tsunami doesn't ask permission. It arrives. It overtakes. It changes the landscape forever. And that's exactly what your blessing is about to do. This wave is not random. It's assigned. It's intelligent. It knows your address. It knows your heart. It knows your name. It was custom created for you, designed by heaven, delivered by divine timing, and confirmed by the energy you've been putting out. The universe doesn't miss. And when you align your faith with divine frequency, you become a magnet for overflow. So lift your head, open your arms, get ready, because the tsunami is almost here. And once it hits, life as you knew it will never be the same again. Chosen one, everything in the spirit realm is accelerating on your behalf. Right now, things are being stirred up for you. Opportunities are colliding. Favor is stacking. Strategies are being downloaded into the minds of people who don't even know your name yet. But soon, they will. This is not just movement. It's momentum. The kind of momentum that causes an unstoppable chain reaction. You've entered the realm of divine economics, where multiplication is the language and overflow is the law. This isn't an addition season, it's a multiplication season. And multiplication never makes sense to those who are still thinking in the realm of logic. But you weren't chosen to be logical. You were chosen to be legendary. You're not walking into this alone. You're being carried by a force much bigger than you. You are surrounded by energy, by divine timing, by an ancient promise that now demands fulfillment. And this force is not passive. It's active. It's intentional. It's bold. You've stepped into a vibration that commands resources to locate you. People, ideas, systems, all being divinely aligned to bring your vision into reality. You might not see it yet in the natural, but feel it in your spirit. The wave is rising. The shift is here. The impossible is about to become your reality. And all you had to do was say yes. There is a rhythm to abundance, and you've learned to dance to it in the dark. You stayed in step even when the music was faint, even when the path was unclear. That faith, that persistence, that resilience, it was not overlooked. It was recorded. It was honored. And now, the reward is coming in a form so massive, so undeniable, that it will silence every voice that ever doubted you. Your rise will not be quiet. It will be loud, undeniable, shocking to some, but completely natural to those who understand the power of divine promise. Chosen one, you were never meant to live an average life. You were meant to lead, to inspire, to overflow. And overflow is exactly what's coming. Imagine an existence where you don't have to calculate survival, but you calculate impact. That's where you're headed. You're stepping into financial elevation that supports the dreams you buried, the generosity you couldn't act on, the ideas you had to put on hold. No more postponing your purpose. The floodgates are opening, and you are being trusted with the kind of wealth that rebuilds futures, including your own. You have been faithful in the silent seasons, the ones where no one clapped, no one saw the effort, no one knew the tears. But the universe knew. God saw. And every seed you planted, every prayer you whispered, every act of obedience in private is now about to be rewarded publicly. This financial tsunami will not just restore what you lost. It will give you more than you had the courage to ask for. It's going to make up for every missed opportunity, every closed door, every delayed promise. You are being compensated by divine order. And when this financial wave hits, it won't only bring money, it will bring alignment, clarity, confidence. You'll suddenly know what to do, where to go, who to trust. Resources will flow toward you in the form of people, platforms, and purpose. You're not just receiving wealth, you're receiving vision, strategy, expansion. This is not a one-time blessing. It's a system shift. You are being upgraded on every level. Mindset, bank account, relationships, influence, all of it is being pulled into a higher frequency. Let the world say it's impossible. Let the doubters talk. Let the skeptics laugh. Because soon they will witness what favor looks like when it erupts. They'll see what happens when the heavens make a decision and the earth must obey. The tsunami of wealth that's coming for you will be too big to ignore. It will hit like a storm, but it will feel like a homecoming. Because deep inside, you always knew. You were built for this. You were built for more. You were created to thrive, not survive. And now, finally, your time has come. Every system that tried to confine you is being broken. Every mindset that tried to shrink you is being dismantled. Every limitation that once defined your life is being drowned by the rising tide of divine wealth. This isn't just your season, it's your era. An era of ease after the grind. An era of acceleration after stagnation. An era of peace after the storm. You are not returning to the old version of you. That version has expired. The upgraded version, the wealthy, bold, confident, abundant you, is stepping forward now. You're about to become the person you once prayed for. You're about to live in the place you once dreamt of. You're about to hold the keys to doors you thought were locked forever. And you won't have to force them open. They will swing open on their own. Because when heaven backs you, no gate can stay shut. This is divine authority in action. This is supernatural access. This is what happens when God decides it's your turn. You've entered the overflow dimension. Things will begin to move faster now. The calls will come. The confirmations will show up. The signs will increase. Don't get overwhelmed. Stay grounded. Stay grateful. Stay aligned. This wave was designed to carry you, not crush you. Ride it with confidence. Let it take you higher. Let it expand your reach, your wealth, your capacity to give, to lead, to live. You are not just stepping into a new chapter, you are stepping into a new identity. No more fear. No more doubt. No more shrinking to fit into places you've outgrown. You were never meant to be small. You were never meant to hide. You were meant to shine. And this financial tsunami is about to light you up from the inside out. The world will see, the world will witness, and the world will wonder, how did they do it? But those with eyes to see will know. It wasn't them. It was destiny. It was God. It was a decision from above that echoed through time and found its landing place in your life. Chosen one, you're not being blessed just for you. You're being blessed to be a blueprint, a symbol of what happens when faith meets favor, when trust meets timing, when surrender meets strategy. Your rise will be studied, your glow-up will be admired, but only you will know the true story, the tears, the tests, the times you almost gave up, but you didn't. You held on, you stayed faithful, and now, everything is shifting in your favor. Prepare your space, prepare your heart, prepare your bank accounts, because the level of overflow that's coming will require new systems, new containers, new vision. The old can't handle the new. The small can't hold the massive. And this blessing is massive, bigger than a check, bigger than a deal, bigger than a promotion. This is legacy wealth, life-altering, history-making, and it has your name written all over it. The wait is over, the tide is turning, the current is rising, and the tsunami is on its way. Let it come. Let it wash over every corner of your life. Let it lift you to heights you've never imagined. This is your moment. This is your confirmation. This is your inheritance, and nothing can stop it. Chosen one, you are no longer living in the shadow of survival. You have crossed a line in the spirit, and now, you are standing in the full light of supernatural provision. The energy around you has shifted. The divine clock has struck, and the universe is no longer waiting to respond to your potential. It is responding to your power. You've tapped into something rare. You've stepped into an unshakable alignment. And now, the financial floodgates are wide open. You're not about to be blessed. You're already in the overflow zone. The current has picked you up, and whether you feel it or not, you're being carried directly into everything you once believed was too far away. This is more than a breakthrough. It's more than favor. It's more than answered prayer. It is divine multiplication, and it's happening with urgency. There is no delay anymore. The divine decree has already gone out. And what happens when heaven speaks? Earth must shift. Circumstances must obey. Systems must move. Resources must find their way to you, not out of pity, but by design. You are not being rescued. You are being revealed. Your season of hiddenness is over. Your era of exposure has begun. And with that exposure comes a downpour of blessings so wide, so constant, it will feel like wealth is chasing you down. Get used to things working out. Get used to increase. Get used to the yes you were once denied. Get used to receiving more than you asked for. This isn't some temporary high. This is the start of a lifestyle. The way you interact with wealth is changing. Your story is transforming. You're not a victim of your past. You are the architect of your future, and that future is being built on abundance. Brick by golden brick, blessing by blessing, door by divine door, you are stepping into the greatest transformation of your life. And you don't have to hustle for it. You don't have to beg for it. The frequency you are tuned into now is doing the heavy lifting. You are magnetizing wealth. You are attracting opportunity. Your name is echoing in rooms of influence, and you haven't even walked through the doors yet. You've entered the atmosphere where divine provision flows like air, effortlessly, freely, constantly. This is the place where miracles are natural, not occasional. This is the environment where faith becomes currency, and alignment becomes power. You've shifted dimensions, and the rules are different here. What would have taken years will take days. What once required strategy will now require surrender. What seemed impossible before is now becoming your new foundation. This is your divine compensation. This is spiritual justice. You were overlooked, underpaid, underestimated. But now you will be overblessed. You will be over-resourced. You will be over-favored. Not to show off, but to show the world what happens when divine timing collides with destiny. You are being divinely upgraded. Your environment will soon reflect the truth of who you are. No more pretending. No more blending in. No more shrinking. The version of you that struggled to believe in their worth is gone. What's emerging is powerful, fearless, magnetic, and divinely prosperous. The world is about to meet a new version of you, the one you've always felt inside but never had the freedom to express. And this new version is walking with boldness, walking with clarity, walking with divine confidence that says, I don't chase, I attract. I don't wait, I expect. Chosen one, this is your inheritance. This is your divine right. You're not being greedy, you're being obedient. You're not asking for too much. You're finally aligning with your birthright. The universe has no shortage. God has no limits. And now that you've stepped into divine alignment, you are about to receive what others only dreamed of. And it's not just coming once. It's coming again and again and again. A flood of favor, a storm of supply, a tidal wave of resources. Your name is being written into contracts. Your hands are being prepared to hold what once overwhelmed you. Your mind is being expanded to steward the next level. This is not just about more money. It's about a new mindset. The scarcity lens is being removed. The survival code is being deactivated. You no longer have to live on edge, worried about what's next. What's next is abundance. What's next is ease. What's next is excellence. And it's coming to you because heaven has spoken it into existence. There are people being stirred right now to bless you. There are institutions that are about to release funds in your direction. There are conversations happening right now that will place you in positions of prominence. And you don't have to manipulate anything to make it happen. All you have to do is stay available, stay in faith, stay in position. The divine system is flowing, and you are fully plugged in. You are in alignment, and that means you are in overflow. This tsunami isn't just financial. It's favor in every direction. It's open doors in places you were denied access to. It's restoration in relationships that once seemed dead. It's wisdom that allows you to multiply wealth, not just receive it. It's divine downloads that make your next steps clear. The blessing isn't one-dimensional. It's all-encompassing. It touches everything. Your health, your peace, your business, your creativity, your legacy. You are being reintroduced to the world with divine fire in your spirit and gold in your hands. You've crossed into a realm where your name and abundance are forever linked. This is not hype. This is not fantasy. This is your reality now. Because you dared to believe. Because you trusted when it made no sense. Because you kept going even when everything around you told you to stop. Your persistence pulled the flood forward. Your energy summoned the wealth. Your alignment unlocked the downpour. And now you're in the flow. Don't fight it. Don't doubt it. Don't question whether you're worthy. Just receive. Because worth was never the issue. Divine timing was. And now that the timing has arrived, all things are being released to you. Not just in pieces, not in small digestible amounts, but in full force. A divine surge. A financial tsunami. Chosen one, wealth has remembered you. Blessings have your face in their view. Heaven has made a decision, and that decision is abundance. You've proven you can be trusted with little. Now you're being trusted with much. You've been faithful over the few. Now you're being placed over the overflow. And with this abundance will come greater impact, greater influence, greater expansion. You will not only be blessed, you will be the blessing. This is not a miracle in the making. This is a miracle in motion. You're not preparing for it. It's already happening. And your only job now is to allow it. Don't block it with doubt. Don't sabotage it with small thinking. Don't reject it because it feels unfamiliar. You are ready. You are ripe. You are aligned. And this tsunami is here to lift you, not crush you. Ride it all the way to your destiny. Chosen one, something has been activated in your atmosphere that no man, no system, no resistance can deactivate. There is a divine flow now rushing toward you like an uncontrollable river, and within that river is your increase, your inheritance, your breakthrough. What used to feel heavy will now feel light. What used to feel far will now arrive with speed. The financial tsunami is not waiting for your perfect conditions. It's crashing through every wall, every delay, every spiritual chain that tried to keep you small. There is no more waiting. There is only receiving. You've entered a supernatural frequency where favor is automatic. This is not ordinary success. This is divine succession. You are being promoted not by people, not by luck, but by prophecy. Your elevation has been scheduled. Your upgrade has been approved. Your territory is expanding without effort because your energy has been recalibrated. You no longer move in fear, you move in faith. You no longer think in limitation, you think in divine possibility. And that shift alone is enough to call in wealth from the unseen into the seen. Right now, the universe is rerouting blessings that were once assigned to others and delivering them to you. Not because they failed, but because you're ready. You're aligned. You're chosen. You've passed the invisible tests that most never talk about. The tests of waiting with grace, believing without evidence, giving when you barely had anything left. Those moments qualified you for this overflow. And now the financial tsunami is the reward, the divine reward for trusting when others would have quit. This overflow is designed to touch every aspect of your life. It's not just a one-time check. It's not a momentary deposit. It's a new lifestyle, a new cycle, a new normal. You're going to wake up and find out that what used to be a dream is now your daily life. You won't have to visualize wealth. You'll be living in it. You won't have to imagine overflow. You'll be walking through it. And the best part? You won't even be surprised. Because deep down, you always knew this was coming. It's been calling your name since the beginning. The storm that once looked like chaos is now being revealed as divine strategy. Every loss was a setup. Every rejection was redirection. Every closed door was divine protection. And now, all those things are working together to bring you into the greatest season of your life. The tsunami you're about to experience will not only restore what you lost, it will give you double, triple, even more than you believed possible. This is what happens when you walk with the divine. You don't just recover, you rise higher than where you started. And this isn't just about money. This is about influence. This is about freedom. This is about creating space for your purpose to finally expand without restriction. You are about to become an example, a lighthouse, a testimony of what happens when the chosen one stays the course. There are people who are going to look at your life and find hope again, because your story is about to shift so dramatically, it will make others believe in miracles. That's the power of this tsunami. It doesn't just bless you, it blesses through you. You were born to be a vessel of wealth, not to hoard it, not to fear it, but to flow with it. You are being entrusted with riches because your heart is pure, your spirit is ready, your intentions are clean. The divine doesn't just release this level of overflow to anyone. It selects those who will carry it with integrity. And that's who you are. You were forged in fire, built in pressure, molded in the hidden place. And now, it's your time to rise, and be seen for who you really are, chosen, powerful, abundant, beyond comprehension. Don't be surprised when money begins showing up in your life in ways that make no sense. Unexplained deposits, unexpected refunds, random gifts, contracts you didn't pitch for, opportunities you didn't plan for. You have entered the zone where divine law overrides natural limitation, where wealth chases you instead of you chasing it. You're in the reversal now, the reversal of struggle, of stagnation, of stress. You are becoming the answer to the questions you used to cry over. Chosen one, the universe is in motion on your behalf. You're not waiting anymore. The wait is over. You are not on hold. You are in motion. The tsunami has begun. And when a tsunami starts, it builds fast. It multiplies. It destroys what doesn't belong and leaves behind a brand new reality. That's what this wealth will do for you. It will demolish every lie you believed about your worth. It will drown every scarcity mindset that kept you limited. And it will rebuild your world on a foundation of divine truth. You are worthy of every good thing. Your bank account is about to look like the vision you saw in your spirit. Your living space is about to match the dreams you whispered when no one else was listening. And it's not just that things will look different. They will feel different. There will be a peace you've never known. A joy that isn't attached to circumstance. A freedom that comes from finally knowing you're supported by something bigger than you. This is divine partnership. This is supernatural provision. This is what happens when God decides. And make no mistake, this is a decision, not a coincidence. The decision has been made in your favor. The wheel has turned. The scales have tipped. The heavens have aligned. Your name is written in the flow of abundance. And every time you show up with faith, every time you affirm your truth, every time you reject fear and embrace expectancy, you strengthen that flow. You accelerate the wave. You empower the tsunami.